Welcome to today's demo. Today we're going to demonstrate AltaSQL's ability to produce multiple names for the same data. In this demo, we will demonstrate 4 generated select statements with different naming conventions in different languages for the Chinook Music Database customer table. The generation and execution of the select statements will be demonstrated in a hands-on video. The workflow will be described but not demonstrated in the hands-on video. So let's discuss the setup we did for this demo. We initially created a repository from the Snowflake information schema for the Chinook database via an AltaSQL function call. We created new view definitions. We either used the sbuild new view copy from repo view function, or we extracted the current view definition into a CSV file. We then modified the view definitions either with AltaSQL functions or editing the CSV file. We created new view names, again either with a function call or editing the CSV. We modified the source columns to desired column names to get the new desired column names. We used AltaSQL functions or again editing the CSV file. If it's a CSV file, we then loaded it into the repository. And repeat to create additional naming conventions. These features are ready to use as soon as you create a repository. Let's jump into the hands-on demo. So the first thing we need to do is set our repository context using the sbuild repo session variable function. So let's execute this. We will copy and paste the select statement. And now we have told AltaSQL to use this repository and its view definitions for the rest of the demo. So the first select statement we're going to generate is going to be from the so-called customer base view definition. This is from the original information schema, and the column names are all in the customer table's original camel case. So let's execute this. We'll copy and paste it into our execute worksheet. We've already told this worksheet to use an extra small warehouse. Let's format, and you will see that everything is in its original camel case. So let's execute it just to show that it works, and we'll go on to the next one. So in this example, what we've done is we took the view definition from base and created a new view definition called _NL, which translated everything into English, but put in spaces and split out the individual words from the original camel case. So let's execute this. We will copy and paste it and format it as usual. We will paste it and format it as usual. And now when we execute it, we will see that the column names have changed. So now you will see that first name, last name, and postal code have all been split out into different words. So let's go back and translate this into another language. So what we did is we took our natural language view definition, which now had everything in individual words, and we used some techniques, basically AI and a CSV file, and translated it into German. So let's execute this. And then, of course, we will copy and paste it. So let's format it. And you can see how we still use the original customer column names and translate them into German. So let's show what happens when we execute this. Now we see it in German. Finally, let's go back. And we'll repeat the same process. We did this from the natural language English and translated into Dutch for my good buddy in Holland, the Netherlands to be precise. So we'll execute this. We'll copy and paste it, format it, and now you'll see it's in Dutch. How good the Dutch is, I don't know, but it looks pretty good to me. And now when we execute this, we now see that we get the data back as Dutch. But again, the same source data. So that's how we do things. That's how we make life easier for you, less frustrating, and much more productive. Let's summarize what we showed you in the hands-on demonstration. We demonstrated 4 versions of an AltaSQL generated select statement for the Chinhook customer table from different view definitions in the same repository. We started with the original camel case. We then translated the camel case into English natural language, preserving the primary key and foreign key columns and splitting out the camel case into individual words with spaces between them. We then took the English natural language, created a new view definition, and translated the natural language into German. Finally, we did the same thing with Dutch. All had automatically qualified, quoted, and delimited columns. All had automatically generated from clauses.